Okay, Priv, I want to show you the ankle braking that you had at a few times. So if you just watch your left leg there, your foot stops and then your body just keeps going. When you're going with it, you get turning and then you go into the side of your foot and then you just stop. You see it? The side of the foot is good for braking. I don't know if your shoes have it, but older shoes that I used to have would have like a little strip that you could dig in and it would work as a brake. So there you're just stopping and then you just keep going. You're better off just coming to a stop here. If you're going to stop the leg, then the rest of your body just stops as well. This is just how you brake your leg. Okay, this is the one of your throws from Tuesday when it was you and Justin. I just want you to pay attention to the left where that line is, and then the right foot and how far it goes out away from that line. So if you notice, this is your shift, should be your shift over. There's no weight going to the left. You pull with the shoulder instead, so you're going to be off balance. Your right leg's really late, and then if you see, that's as far as away from the line it gets, and that's kind of being generous because this is more here. This is probably where your foot should be out to the far side here. You'll probably want your right foot about there, where they put that blue circle. But when you look at your 360s now, see how balanced you are? Even at the end there. So if you look at your left, you're not great, but you land well. Then if you look at your right foot, again, it might be a little bit better if you got lower and went out wider with that, but we can work on that. Like, this is still much better than what you were at your full throw. So now if we compare your 360 with your last throw, with this throw again, you're really pulling hard with the left. At 360, you're not doing that. And then you're real up close with the right, which makes a mess for you to clean up in the middle. See, if that right was wider, that foot would be more in the middle. You'd have more time with it. And then you can get around easier. But because of that, you're all a mess and you don't know what to do in the power throw. But there is hope here. The back of the circle is already looking a bit better. Your 360s will look really good. We're going to stop doing those and just try to incorporate the 360 into your actual throw rather than just being a drill you do separately. But overall, it's progressing. It's looking good. So I know I bring up a lot with you that I want you to focus on doing a certain thing and doing something in a certain way, really fixate on something. And I want to show you what I'm seeing. So if you watch this, I put the rock on the ground so you reach for it. That's the whole purpose is there. So you have something to visually think of in your mind to reach for that rock. And here's what you do instead. Watch your eyes. You see the rock. You can see your eyes look down right at the rock. And you consciously think, I can't trip over that. So you're thinking, do not hit the rock. That's going through your head right now. So what do you think happens once you start moving? You go around the rock. You make sure you don't hit it. You make sure you don't trip on it. And then the rest of your throw just kind of putters out. And then that's how you land. But if I'm using a guide to get you to that and you're actively going against it, there's like right now, subconsciously or consciously, I can't win this battle. You need to fight yourself on these things and say, I see the rock, I need to get to that rock. Because the first thing you do is shoulder, leg, and then pull it in tight because you're not going to be able to get there in time if you go wide. Now, as for your actual throws, I know you're feeling terrible and you think they look bad, but they're actually not that terrible. Like, if you look, like, that wasn't that bad. Like, there's no power at the end. It's just because you don't move fast. If you added speed to that, you can get another couple feet out of it easily. You just don't have speed. The big things is you're starting with that shoulder. So the first thing that moves is your shoulder goes down to the circle, which is going to throw you off balance immediately. Instead of shifting to your left and getting on left, the first thing you do is dive with the shoulder. So now you're going to be falling to the circle as your right foot is dragged behind you. And then you cut in tightly because you're off balance and you're falling. You don't have time to let that right foot go wide. So you have to cut the corner. You have to go tight. And then you land flat-footed, which means you're not going to get to a good power position. And then because you're all off balance and because you're floating around and your foot's dead in the circle, you just have to go all shoulders, and you're not strong enough to really let it rip. And then it pushes off. But I mean, compared to last week, this is much better. You can actually move through the circle. You have enough reps where you feel comfortable actually just going through and throwing. So again, it probably feels much worse than it is, but you're progressing. It's going to be slow. Like I said, you're going to have to take twice as many throws as everyone else to get to their level. So that means that don't expect to get on the same level as everyone else. Just take the little victories and then work towards the bigger ones. The big thing is you cannot waste a single throw. Every single throw you take, you have to be in your head. What do I need to be doing? How do I do it? And then after you throw, did I do what I need to do? If not, why? What happened?